It is all a delusion in their minds. So many people, they just idealize the masses of people. They go on social media, post pictures, and who do they think that it is for? Who do they think is the audience? Who do they think is seeing it? Why are they insecure and feel they need to prove something? Even the people who see it, they don't even really care about that person. It's all just a mental image. It's an introject, a fantasy. And even then, it's just all about themselves. It's not about the narcissist on social media. It's all about their own individual personal experience. It's not connection. But this is it. And this is what narcissists want. They don't want connection. They want to be idolized. They want to be worshipped. Connection is when you're equal. It's when you're both good. It's when it's reciprocal. But yeah, once you lose that need to prove yourself, when you no longer play the game, that's when you've won. Many of us, we feel this need to prove ourselves, to be something in this world, to surpass the narcissist. By doing that, you're playing their game. And that's a game you will never win. You will never be satisfied in doing that. And this is it, even people who do succeed in this world, many of them are narcissistic, many of them are very insecure because, of course, they look around and it's in our nature to see other people. And if they're not doing as well, it makes us feel bad about ourselves. It makes us feel like something is wrong with us. Like you may be doing well. You may have got promoted. You may have bought a new car, but then you drive down the street, you see someone who's homeless. That doesn't make you feel good. Because you know in your mind that if your success was real, then what happened to them? Why can't they succeed? Maybe they've worked very hard. Maybe they deserve it just as much as you do. And this is it. In an unfair, unjust world, nothing is real. Everything is big. And that's the truth. When it's real, it's when someone is successful and they see other people around them. Doesn't mean they have to be friends with them. And, that can be a really bad idea. They could get into a lot of trouble. But if you do something out of the goodness of your heart, maybe quietly, you donate to charity, that's real. When you're still connected to yourself and you feel this need, this impulse to lift other people up and not want to see them down. That's real success rather than corruption. And of course, that's what my whole business model is about. It's not just about me going to the top on my own, leaving everyone else behind. No, it's about inspiring, influencing everyone, taking everyone with me. That's always what I've been trying to do. Because I want my success to be real. And, it's not just about my success, it's about everyone's success. I want everyone to be happy and successful. But this is it. Of course, narcissists don't want that because they need a contrast. And of course, people who are genuinely disciplined, hardworking, able, they're going to show the narcissist up. So that's why all of these narcissists in the world, they have to destroy the good, genuine people. They are a threat. But this is it, I believe that people should get what they deserve. If you put in the work, you should get what you deserve. Simple as that. If you're not capable, then work on yourself. This is it. being part of this society, and even when you succeed, even when you have good things, it's like, how could you be happy with any of it? Knowing that a drug dealer could be driving the same car you drive, staying in the same hotel, wearing the same jacket. So how could you be proud of any of it? But you know that this entire system is corrupt. And that's why it's really best to just not participate. Don't participate in this game. Why be connected or associated with losers? Because that's what these people are. And this is it, like our ancestors. We should find fulfillment in things that are small. Gratitude in the moment. Living a simple life. Like just sitting by a lake, seeing the birds, smelling the flowers, eating natural foods. This is what should fulfill us. We really need to start thinking this way more. This is why people are so depressed. People didn't have time to be depressed before. They were too busy enjoying life. They weren't worrying about getting 1,000 likes on Instagram or making $100,000 a month. That didn't matter. They were focused on much smaller but far enjoyable things, such as finding water, fresh vegetables, making connections with other people in the village or other tribes, maybe doing a bit of exercise outside, spending time with the animals, nature, bathing in a lake. And now it's so superficial. And it really has no value. It really has no meaning. Because it has nothing to do with connection. It's just all about oneself. And it's really sad, but this is the way that the world is going. This is how it is. And I always said, even when I was at my peak, I mentioned it in my videos, if you look back. The success that I had and the things that I enjoyed. Yes, I enjoyed it in the moment for a short time. Having nice cars and good food, hotels, all of this. But once you've got it, very quickly it becomes normal. It's no longer exciting, it just is what it is. And now it's like, what's the next thing? What else do I need to achieve? So I can feel whole, I can feel complete. And it's just stupid to even think that way. We find that from within. But this is the way the world is. And of course, that doesn't mean that you just have to give up on everything. You work for something and you deserve it. It's gonna bring you some joy for that moment. And why not? Why not work towards it? Why not have it? But also know that it's never going to complete you, no matter what it is. As with anything, you have a hunger, desire for something. Then you consume it. It's relieved you of that starvation, that desire. You start thinking about it then. You don't just keep thinking about it and it just continues to fulfill you. No, it's already satisfied the appetite, the desire. It's gone. In an instant. Instantly, that desire is gone. So nothing outside of us can sustain us. Nothing can. And so if you can find that sustainability, that peace within yourself, you have won. Other people, they may bully you, ridicule you, and just act like, they're so much better than you. Why do people do this? They try and condition you and make you prove yourself and trying to be better, as they think. It's because they're jealous of your peace, your happiness. It's because they are not satisfied. They are not satisfied with themselves. And that's why so many people these days, they have to cover themselves with the most expensive designer clothes, sit in the most luxurious cars, go to the most fanciest holiday destinations. It's all because they're not satisfied with themselves. And they're just seeking an escape. That's all that is. And it's really sad. But this is how people are. Because this is it, when you are satisfied with yourself, when you are happy with who you are, which is extremely rare in the world today. But when you are, what do? You don't want to consume it all for yourself. You want to give it. You want to share it with people. You become a magnet for predators, as many of you have already. And that's all because you were satisfied with yourself. If you weren't satisfied, you would have kept it for yourself. You would have said, no, I'm not giving it to you. And I was the same, I had so much and I gave it all away. Or I was tricked into giving it. Tricked into ignoring my own needs. But that's it, Many of us, we find our happiness in fixing other people. But those people, they're never going to be happy because they need to fix themselves. And if they were honest, they would admit that, what we give to them, it doesn't do anything anyway. They still feel empty. It doesn't satisfy them. Well, as for us, the smallest thing that someone could do for us can satisfy us, can make us feel good about ourselves. And that's why, they get resentful, they withhold, because they know that.